about to head on a road trip to Los Lunes, and looks like we're having balloon liftoff over here by my house. Ain't that cool? Just walked out and saw a big balloon. Alright, so check it out. We came to visit Bill Sibly on our 420 TV road trip, and he's building this cool giant dome for a greenhouse right here, and it looks awesome.
This is a zip tie domes, trademarked, and they have lots of different frequencies of domes. You got your 2V, your 3V, 3.5, your 3V, 5.8, and 6 frequency. They also do octagonal, hexagonal, and another one I can't even pronounce.
Yeah.
So
and just imagine how many you could put trees, vines.
It's a trademarked, patented for his way of connecting these hubs.
Yeah.
Just zip ties.
And then here, check this out. It just goes right in here, and then you put these metal zip ties through this.
Yeah, you can use metal. I've just used the cheap one so I could build it fast and tear it apart and build it again, tear it apart. I wanted to get some practice.
Yeah, so he's figured out how to put them up really fast just using the plastic, but then when you put it up permanent, you put the metal ones in here.
Mm-hmm.
Sweet.
And then he has also what's called a dual covering hub, which is a ring that's around the outside of this, so that you just zip tie your plastic right here.
Oh,
on
cool.
The inside and outside. These are just standard hubs.
So that makes the installation of the cover pretty easy too.
And he doesn't do the half-inch PVC anymore because it's just too flexible. It's good for like small kid gyms, but 3/4 is what he really likes to do. He also likes to go with 3/4 EMT and 1-inch EMT and 1.5 PVC.
Sweet.
So you can do this in 1.5 PVC if you really want some serious structure.
So we're gonna send the drone up in a minute and kind of show you what it looks like from above and the area and stuff. Yeah, and you can see it's super strong there. Yeah.
Well, I'm pretty dang heavy, and that's
right.
Back around, back in here, and flows back out into the Rio Porto.
Cool. Let's go check this out up here. Maybe
Look at that hillside over there. Remember all that stuff I was pointing at?
Yeah.
Oh, the water's kind of like weird alien landscape and stuff.
That washed out hole over there.
How about over here? See that mounded area?
Yeah.
What's it look like? Make out anything on it? Like pottery?
No, not really. Well, let's see.
Somebody's out here shooting plates.
No.
Your drone should get some footage of the other side. At least go up and see the fence and get a video of the gate. It says you can't look.
Alright. Where'd that be over there?
Basically over there. This is like pottery.
Yeah.
It would be everywhere. This is obviously somebody shooting.
Somebody cup, whatever.
Flat stuff. But over there, it's unglazed pottery.
I wonder if there's stuff in these washed out spots here.
This whole area was we crossed over there on that side.
Yeah. Well, let's set up the drone, see if we can fly it over there.
Isn't it crazy? What looks like here?
Yeah, you can fall in
Look at all
them.
these sinkholes. Why is this all weirded out?
Yeah, that's crazy.
After seeing all this stuff, right? You look down here and it's like a swamp of water.
Yeah.
And it literally comes in way over there, comes around here, comes around, round, comes back, and flows back, and then goes out. And it's like, I showed that video of it, and this guy was all like, you walked all the way around it, and I'm like, yeah, and this is what it looks like at the entrance to it. And he's like, there's no way. The undercurrent goes into the cul-de-sac area and flows back out as top water. I swear you should be able to see all kinds of stuff over there.
It's probably just our angle.
Yeah, that's it right there. You see all those fences?
Yeah.
That's Pottery Mound, I guess.
See if we can get the drone to launch, maybe.
It looks like solid ground.
No, I'd stay on the ridge.
You can get within like maybe 4 to 5 feet.
Ah, we can fly all over there.
It's going to see pottery all covering the ground.
All right. Yeah, and plus the sun probably ought to light it up.
Well, when we first came up on it, when we started getting close,
yeah,
we thought it was a chain link fence around it.
Oh, well.
The shininess of the unfired pottery.
Yeah.
It looked like, but as we got closer, we saw there's no chain link fence here. Where's all that look come from? And then littering the ground, like everywhere, is shiny, unfired or unglazed pottery.
All right, let's try to set it up and see if it'll go.
That might actually be entrances into the, like, windows in the wall.
You put the drone back in the box?
Yes.
And then even put in a
Pressure battery?
yeah. See what happens.
Because I've looked all over the internet, there's no drone footage of the Pottery Mound. But if you're not flying directly over it and you're looking at it from an angle off the Rio Porto, I don't care. You can fly it right on top of the thing. It's straight for that fenced area over there.
Alright, just straight across?
Yeah, straight across over to that fenced area. Kind of look down. Oh, did you lose your gas cap too? No, that was a while ago.
It's disconnected. But I'm still flying it. What do you mean? This thing going screwy for?
We in a really restricted area or something?
No, it said that the battery was disconnected again, but it was, and it also said it was disconnected, but yet it was still letting me control it. I don't know.
You think it got rattled in the crash?
No, it was in the back.
Oh, G-force.
I don't get it. It says it's disconnected, but it's listening.
So you can't see?
Yeah, I can see it.
It's going that way. I want you to go that way.
Right there where all the main things are sticking up?
Yeah, all the poles that are sticking up over there.
I want to record it. Let me do that.
And see if that's just a gated entry or if there's actually a mound there. It looks like there was a mound straight out from us right here. And that's where we find most of the potteries, because they were just pushing all this dirt with 7 bulldozers into that area to cover it. And I bet you it's that shiny stuff right there. You can't even see your drone now.
Should be right over the fence.
I can see it now. Okay, so you're south of the fence and you're past the fence.
Yeah, I can see it right here. Fence.
Okay. So go this way, slowly, and see if you start seeing like shiny spots on the ground.
Hot battery temperature. Fuck.
Bring it back.
I don't know if it'll make it back, but we'll try.
I'll watch for it. I can see it right now.
Son of a bitch. What is going on? It's just too hot outside? I mean, I've already flown it in this kind of heat lots of times already.
It's going straight up now.
Think it might be dirty on the inside?
I don't know what's going on.
It looks like it's either coming our way, but it's climbing.
Yeah, it's coming back. This whole thing's like going screwy. It's opening up menus. What the hell is going on?
I don't know, dude. Let's come back out where we don't have to go dig for it. Mud.
We did this one time and it kept trying to go somewhere else to land. It should come back to where it was. I don't know. Yeah, I don't look. It's like the AI controls it whenever it does that, so it's like doing its own thing, and I'm trying to make sure it got over here though, because it was trying to go up to the safe distance to fly over shit. But there ain't nothing out here.
Yeah. Well, it was weird.
I don't know what's going on. It says it's disconnected when it's not, and it's not.
Did you get any video?
Yeah, I recorded that whole trip, so we can look at it later.
All right.
Maybe it's this thing's hot as shit.
Ooh.
The actual controller. This hot as balls too. Let's see.
That was fun.
Nope, that's it.
It's hot as shit. Huh?
Yeah. What the fuck, really? But what I'm saying is I've been out in the desert in several places when it's hot as shit flying this, and it seemed to be fine.
Is it dirty now?
Time to take it apart and blow it out with one of those air cans.
Yeah. We got a manual thing at my house.
Okay.
No shit, we stole it from one of those snowman things.
Oh, okay.
And it blows out all the shit real good if you keep going.
Okay.
Well, fuck. Yeah, it said temperature protection battery is too high, it will shut down. I'll save it time.
Wow, it got hot quick though, huh?
Yeah, I don't get that, why it's so fucking hot.
It's 100 degrees already.
Yeah. Well, fuck it, we're gonna have to use the old-fashioned camera. Yeah, turn that off, turn that off, turn that off.
Maybe I'll take your camera and try to zoom in more time and
Yeah.
if I can see a hillside where you can see pottery.
Here you go.
Look all along right in that area.
Yeah, I scanned the top there, but we're like level with it, so.
Yeah. Well, it should be like on a hillside. There should be pottery. But you know, I figured there was enough pottery to fill about 30 or 40, backpacks when we went there.
Yeah, I remember you showed me the foot. I mean, it was kind of laggy, but I got the hint about how much stuff was there. Yeah, I'm not just seeing it. You know what it is, though, is it's this time of day where the heat's going like that.
And stuff, and it doesn't want to let you focus on anything.
No, but when it's in that thing, it looked like that stuff's kind of in a ring right there. Where that taller stuff is. It's like sticks in a ring.
Yeah. Ranchers might not like it. What?
All right, so we're with Bill. We're gonna go see that. Tell me what it's called, because I always mess up.
Los Lunas Decalogue.
Decalogue. I always mess that word up, but here we are. We're gonna go climb.
The shortened down version of the Ten Commandments.
All right. gonna climb up there and check it out. Right. Here it is. Wow.
If you want to go to the altar.
Yeah, we'll go check that out here.
It's steep and sore footing. And it's even worse coming down at dark. The actual road for the dump.
What's
We'll
up,
go
dude?
check the fence when we get to the other side.
Look at that guy, lost him.
Find something?
This big lizard right here looking at us. See him?
Yeah, I just zip up there. He's pretty good size
Yeah.
for this area. God must be protecting him, or he's watching us now.
Right, so here's the stone right here. I'll even get up with the macro lens. And actually we're doing it wrong, so it'd be over here. And it'll start this way.
Now, in this text is 3 errors. And I say that those 3 errors are literally a riddle.
A riddle.
A riddle.
So tell us about this stone as far as you know it. Here, Bill.
As far as I know, the first sighting of it was by Francis Hooning, the landowner for this area. One of his hands brought him to the stone. That would have been in the 1820s. And then in the 1880s, a rubbing of it made it to the territorial capital, which is a small town up above on the Turquoise Trail. Then in the 1908 or something, it got to Santa Fe. And then in Santa Fe, it got into the newspaper, and the first photo was taken for the Albuquerque newspaper in 1926. At that time, Frank Hibben was a boy, and he became the head of archaeology at UNM in Albuquerque. And he was never allowed to deal with this site. He instead dealt with Pottery Mound, which is 5 miles east and south of here on the Rio Porto. But he himself was not allowed to deal with this. Nor was he allowed to deal with who created Pottery Mound, just the Kiva art that was found after when they did some archaeology investigation. This is the script of Moses, 700 years plus after Moses, literally 50, 100 years before Babylon.
Yeah, so this whole thing, this is not Hebrew. This is
the script of Moses, not the script of the Golden Age coming out of Babylon,
okay.
which
So
is what the Torah is written in.
so this is also known as Proto-Hebrew.
No, Proto-Hebrew is the script of Abraham.
Oh, I got you. Okay.
Paleo is this.
Paleo.
Yeah. The script of Abraham can be found in Colorado in the Purgatory River Valley. There's like a huge wall art on the river, like 260 feet long, and it's the script of Abraham. And Abraham's script is more actionable shapes
Yeah.
than straight lines. You can look up
Well,
Hebrew.
just the fact that this is what it is makes it unlikely a hoax because
Nobody knew what this said until 1960s when they finally translated the 33 code script Dead Sea Scrolls.
yeah, and what's the odds on somebody in the 1800s already knowing that stuff?
Like slim and zero.
Yeah, that's almost no chance of that.
A few characters here, a few characters there. Nothing of a script of an actual full writing
Yeah.
was known of this. It was like it was erased from the earth with Babylon, and no one knew what it said after that. But this is Yahuwah Eloheinu. So that's, this one here says Yahuwah El-Ik, and then Yahuwah Eloheinu. That's both of the names of the Creator.
And so you were telling me that basically this whole mountain is a pathway up to possibly a tabernacle at the top?
This would be the Medusa on the left side of the gate. This is something you had to deal with, like the laws of the land or the laws of the house that you're about to enter. And then we go all the way up this ravine. We'll go through Swordfoot Gorge. We'll come about 750 feet up from where we're standing now is the base or the bottom of the plateau for the tabernacle.
All right. I guess we'll talk to you then.
It's a sore foot. Is that ravine up there? Eastgates there, Southgate's here.
So these are all spots up here on the top?
Yeah, people have been taking stones from the most available place, which is the middle of the tabernacle, and carrying to all these little outskirts. Probably ever since they realized that this is a defended area.
Yeah.
So the location where the tabernacle was 2 rows of heavy bolted cloth, right? To create like a windbreak.
Yeah.
And they used rocks to hold up the poles. So they'd bring mounds of rocks in to hold up all the poles that hold up the walls.
Yeah.
All right, so the most available spot, and you're looking at this, right? The most available spot for big rocks would be where?
In the ditch.
Well, I mean, way down there,
Yeah.
right? Littered around a little bit here and there, right? But when you get up to the tabernacle, that's a massive pile of rocks.
Yeah.
They've decimated it. They've taken since 2000, I think 9 was the first photograph, Google Earth photograph of this site.
Yeah.
I think it was 2009. And you can clearly make out the tabernacle. By 2011, the east side had been decimated. And they've been trying to say that Frank Hibben was crazy. For a long time, before the Anasazi. Is it Nevada is the next state?
Utah.
Utah.
Yeah.
In Utah, that have the script of Abraham.
Yeah.
All right. Another crazy thing. You know what a Chinese ogre is?
Ogre?
Yeah.
Is that like the 4-starred thing?
No, it's a Chinese ogre is like a big fat man, like a.
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So they find these round egg-shaped things, right? Yeah. The egg-shaped looking boulders.
Yeah.
That have that shape of a jolly fat man, and then they would inscribe stuff on it. So this guy is taking one of those things that grabs the ground about 4 feet down and kind of tears it up as it drives along.
Yeah.
You know, big things that are 4 feet into the ground, they're tearing things up. He pops up this thing that makes this whole tractor come to a stop, right?
Wow.
So he backs up and then he pops the blades a little bit to find where the edge of the really big rock is.
Yeah.
And he brings his arm up to just above it. Thank you. And he brings up a big 2,500 pound Chinese ogre. And on the back side of the ogre in the pictograms was men riding a pterodactyl, men riding woolly mammoths, and the third one would have put it like 4,000 years before the first dynasty of China.
Wow. Right.
Some kind of distinct thing that was the actual dating that they had of, like, these were things that they knew.
Yeah.
You know, these are things that they were saying was real. Men riding pterodactyls. Well, could it have been men flying?
Yeah, it could have
In a
been.
plane?
Like
Could
the
it have been-
Thunderbird.
Because Ezekiel describes a B-24 limit, a B-24. The airplane, you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
The bomber, he describes it clearly when he's talking about his chariot ride. Visions.
Yeah.
All right, so that's how they brought food in to the tabernacle site. Then the east gate is the one where they brought livestock.
Okay.
All right. And then there's the south gate, is this one here, which was the traverser for the people that helped you go up there and do your stuff up at the altar. And then they would communicate with the people over here who needed health and receiving. Because, I mean, you came to the altar for various reasons. Like there was a family member that had, nobody knew what was wrong with them.
Yeah.
And now you're praying.
Right.
You know, or you got riches and you don't want to lose them. You're in the top of this stone with this weird thing on it.
Interesting that the ants chose this rock.
Yeah, you got these harvester ants doing their thing.
All this is nothing. It's all, like here's 1930. This is this lady raising the baby. And she's like a liberal of Hollywood at the time.
Yeah.
In 1930. She came here after because of the 1926 article.
Wow.
Okay. But yeah, 30 years or something like that later, we'll find out when they get over here. But it was like in the 1930s, they were excavating this valley. So they come right through here with the natural gas pipeline.
Wow.
And they hit 4 corners from here, is what I've been told.
So this is the highest point, it looks like, between...
And this is actually 11 meters higher than the highest point over there.
The Sierra Blanca is right over there.
Yeah. The big round mountain. I've been me away when we got here. He turned around and pointed at that and said, "This is a significant site."
Yeah.
This is, I don't know what that is, but he said there's all kinds of native crap going on in that mountain.
Yeah.
Do you know what that one is?
So,
Look it up.
look it up.
Look it up. I don't know. He knew what it was. I couldn't remember what he said in his drunken slur anyway.
So where's 40? Like right about over there?
It's that way. So
Right there?
you actually, from this location.
Okay, so I'm looking.
Okay, so from this location, that area right there
Yeah.
is all the development where we saw the highway construction stuff. Alright. The prison's right over that hill. Like literally Albuquerque's right there where that white hilltop is.
Yeah.
Albuquerque's right there. You see the
Same
green?
BS there.
You see that line of green trees right along there? Under that black? Like
Yeah.
there's like a black eye looking at you at the end?
Yeah.
In that general area is 40.
Alright.
Because you get, for 3 glimpses you can see this mountain as you're climbing towards going Carpenter. It's all happy to be on.
Right. That's alright, they're busy with me and they don't care about me.
There's the little bridge we took to get across the Rio Porto on the freeway.
Yeah.
There's the railroad crossing that is really old. But isn't that crazy? That's the highest spot. There's no trips coming up to it, right? There's no embellishment on it.
Yeah.
And it is literally the highest point. It's higher than this point.
Yeah, I'd like to know what would be there.
Well, see, my friend Todd, when he first got here, he came on 2 Isleta natives. They saw a picture of his rock art. You know what I'm saying? He was a little bit broke. Like 16 months later, they came back and put this one in. But they literally broke their drill off in the altar.
Wow.
Unknown for them to be able to, it to happen. Unknown for a drill bit, for it to happen. It's like this.
Yeah.
They broke their freaking drill bit off.
There's a bunch of petroglyphs here too, huh?
No, you should see something like stacked blocks along the wall.
Yeah, you could definitely see 2 rows of rocks into that pile right there easily on my camera.
2 rows.
And then it errs back this way.
Now imagine that there's actually 3 more rows that you can't see anymore.
Yeah.
You know why? Like I said, see all these damn little mounds across the top here? People have been coming up here and trying to prove Frank Hibben's first initial view of this mountain, which was that it was an Israelite tabernacle.
Yeah, they don't like that, huh?
They did not like that, and they showed to say that he was salting New Mexico with artifacts.
Yeah.
Create that dead space that their incense would work in.
Yeah, and this is the flat top of the mountain right here.
And right here, in the base here of this, would be where they had the fire, which was above the holy seat. Seat down here, and then right here they'd have poles in the ground. They gave them a platform for the incense spot. So it had its own little fenced-in wall.
Yeah, so you'd want to be looking at all through this dirt up here.
Oh yeah, but somebody did come over here. to signify that this was not a line. And I bet you somebody's been up here prying these out because there were a whole lot of prevalence in the fact that this was a squared off and hollow.
Well, yeah, this is obviously man making a wall here, and you can see where the hollow spot between it was, where they'd put insulation and shit.
Well, I don't think they put insulation in. I think that this was a hollow spot full of dirt to hold the poles up, the 2 rows of poles.
Yeah, I got you.
And they probably sandwiched in the tabernacle cloth with these.
Yeah, you can see that, but you can tell. Yep.
Wouldn't you think that that's what they were doing? Is they were taking the cloth and actually putting it...
Yeah, I've seen walls built this way.
Okay.
No, I mean, I'm not saying this is, but I have seen it where they would build it, and then the masonry would start about right here, but it's hollow in there, keeping the cold and the hot out. But this is, I mean, you can't argue whatever the purpose was right here. This is...
you saw the big squares over there. Take a
Yeah.
look. Doesn't this look like it could have been the same type of big squares holding up a whole bunch of poles?
Yeah, they could have did that. Yeah, you can see another one right there. There's just like a double wall thing in every direction from over there. I'm pretty sure my camera picked it up pretty good because you can see it, especially right here.
And then you look at this and you go, just on the other side of this, doesn't it pick up that same look, double wall look?
Yeah. Well, yeah, that would be the corner over there. You could tell.
All of this stone right here, all of this stone right here, all of that stone, all of this stone over here on this mound,
Yeah.
all of this came from the east side, walking over the hill from over there. I've seen it happen. This was not here the first time I encountered this site.
Yeah, this is a house right here.
I did not encounter.
Oh, this wasn't here.
This was all low right in here, flat and level.
Wow.
All of this buildup of stones
Yeah.
is from that east side of the tabernacle.
Oh, wow.
They've been bringing stones from over there and piling them up over here, and they made this. And this is like, probably was done between, I mean, this is, you can see the lichen here dead because it's in the wrong location.
Yeah.
All right. They took this stone from over the hillside and they brought it over here and stacked it all up in this area.
Wow.
Photographs of this hillside.
Yeah,
Down,
without
this
this.
did not exist.
Wow.
But just walk over here just a little bit. Pick up your 2 lines of rockets.
Yeah.
All right. They didn't touch this area because this is all mounds of stone. But you look, you can see where they tried to end it. Here's your double row picking up right here. Here's your corner. See? Here's your corner.
Yeah.
So your double row comes up. Your
Stops.
in, go on that way now.
Yeah, now it goes that
The
way.
double row that I was talking about.
Yeah.
You're in the tabernacle. Between the walls. Between the curtains. And they, like I said, they've been taking rocks out of the middle of this tabernacle site and moving them around like a university students.
They do experimental archaeology.
Habitat creation.
Yeah.
But yeah, you see the text. I told you 750 years after Moses. And it's like literally the last 25 years before the entrance of Babylon. When they're captured and all taken to where they lose their language.
Yeah.
And then after they came out of Babylon, they had a guy go to the Greek and they translated the scrolls that were found in the Temple Mount. And that's how they got their language. It was given to them by the Greeks. So the Golden Age script is what the Greeks gave the Israelites, who were then just deciding they were Jews.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Only the Jews were still doing business. So that's how there ended up being one tribe.
What do you think about, like, you know how they talk about the lost tribes and
So
the tribe of
tribes,
Dan and stuff like that?
Yeah, absolutely.
And you got the the Danube River and the Scythians that don't eat pork, and they go around with their snake symbol. It's obviously the tribe of Dan, but for some reason they got renamed Scythians.
Never heard of them. But yeah, we're walking down. Yeah, we're going down the Westgate Trail.
Oh, okay.
And we're going to miss it.
What are we missing?
Everything up there. Return. Should be that line of rocks going that way. I didn't catch it. It didn't walk up the north side.
Huh.
You know, the pet cliffs? You walk that edge line like you were trying to do,
Yeah.
along that west wall type of look, eventually you will start coming into all the petroglyphs.
Oh, I got you.
Alright. But I've also noticed some have been broken off. You shatter the rock where the petroglyph is and take the petroglyph away.
Yeah.
See that?
They've been doing a lot of that too.
They shattered the rock and took the petroglyph away.
Yeah.
But you can still catch some stuff in the patina below.
Yeah, I seen a couple over there.
So, now we can get to it here. So as we go up this way, we're going to the northeast corner. And just over the edge is the zodiac table. They gave us the date. Then all we had to do is spin back history and look for it. Found all over the world. Tabernacle site. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
This is where they would study the stars. Somebody's come up here after the fact 5 or 6 dozen times now. They built these markers. Tear them down.
Chips out.
What's going on here?
Looks like they tried to make a medicine wheel. There's 3 points though. You're talking about the Trinity Site.
Oh, yeah. By the way, you see that brown hilltop thing looking there?
Yeah.
Trinity's all that white out behind it. You can actually see Trinity Site from there.
Yeah, I've been there.
And but you know what I mean? And you can only go there 2 days.
Yeah.
Days a year.
It's crazy.
So you're going next time, you're going to videotape going there?
I've been trying to get this guy Julian that makes these. He's obsessed with that thing. It's like part of his logo, right?
Then you got
And I was trying to tell him that he has to fly out here and have already be on the list.
There's not a list, actually. All right, there's
No?
not a list.
That's what they told me. And I called the little number that's in our paper that has the dates. I was going to try to go in there.
That was somebody who was doing a tour.
I got you.
Okay, somebody doing a tour. All right. There is no actual date, but we are heading to the right spot. It's at the northeast corner of that hill. This whole area up here is living quarters for the people. Everything there is stones. those 3 stones are for where the Earth is doing some kind of crazy shit.
Oh, I got you.
You know what I'm saying? Like you
It's
lay
moving.
lines, like as in like, you know, people who get all freaked out about that would totally want to be
Right
sitting
there, and
in
then
the
the triangle. Yeah.
sitting in the triangle, because those are 3 very big, powerful.
I'm actually surprised somebody found that those nice rectangle stones for the
Those
middle.
were already laying there.
Yeah, so they were probably standing.
Those 3 stones have been there
Yeah.
as a marker that the Phoenicians came across power.
Right.
All right, the power to pray to make your crops grow. You look at that river, it supplied them with a lot of water back then. All right, this is not the Rio Porto. This is a different river that comes out of that area.
Yeah.
The Rio Porto is this one that's going all the way up here. It's real wide, but deep. So in the spring, when they're riding down, in the midsummer they're pulling up. You know what I mean? They're pulling their boats back up the river practically empty. See what I'm saying? By rope off the shore. And then why here? The Rio Porto is the widest and deepest of all the rivers until after Albuquerque. Then the Rio Grande's the only one that's deep. But the Rio Porto going through Albuquerque, I mean, the Albuquerque is all flat. Sand basin. You can't get the boats moving.
Yeah.
They can pull 5, 6, 8 feet drag in these. That's in the Rio Porto. Now it's been built up since the 1930s. Over there in Navajo land. And then they have somebody who's drunk and doesn't realize it's raining like crazy, and the water level has gotten to where it's on the flood stage, and it went. So we're still heading down the hill. Oh, check it out. There's people doing I never noticed white stuff on the rock before. So along here, we got all kinds of photographs and everything, all along the side. This is where the priest would have sat and did stuff.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And then you see like chipped off rocks like that. You start wondering, did they take something off?
Yeah. You know, like at Three Rivers, this on this part right here this is where they'd put all the glyphs.
And
right out on the edge. There, yeah. So here's Bart Simpson right here.
Yeah.
That's native right there.
What about this?
Yeah, you know what? We can't figure out what. I mean, I don't know anybody that actually knows what that is, but that is some of the oldest, and it's everywhere: New Mexico, Utah, Colorado.
And nobody knows what it is.
Not that I've heard. But yeah, we find that at every site, this type of artwork, and then I imagine that, you know what, with here, there may be actually reference.
You know, direction.
Because I've been saying that these are maps for a while, but
yeah, but you notice here's what I want to This is an outline of a rock that looks like it's been removed.
Yeah, there was something here.
And you know what happened, don't you? Same thing happened there, and there. Somebody came in with a pry bar and popped it off because they didn't believe that was real.
Yeah, so right there, we see.
As black as this here.
We see that everywhere. There's the little circle with the line through it. It's everywhere at sites. But yeah, I'm half-assed thinking that this represents, because this was like a step pyramid from the top, and it's broke off right there. But this is usually a river, so if you use that for like where the river was.
Well, believe it or not, directly going that way is Salt Lake City, right? Yeah. Salt Lake City, Utah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So in Salt Lake City, Utah, was an ancient Phoenician mine.
Yeah.
And when the Spanish came through here and they had their Jews came across all this type of stuff, and they were looking for this type of stuff because they were looking for the Phoenicians.
Don't Don't slide, don't slide. Yeah, we're.
Ransom,
Yeah.
see that white path right there leading up to that boulder? That's
Yeah.
where you took the photograph of Sorefoot Gorge.
Oh, yeah, yeah. What's that there? Is that where a rock hit? Or is that a vegetable?
It article at the size of a
Yeah.
round egg ball.
Yeah. There it is. We took a break there. All right.
Tequila para bailar, bucanas para el mariachi. Mujeres golosas, golosas, glotonas. Mujeres golosas, golosas, glotonas. Mujeres golosas, golosas, glotonas. Mujeres golosas, golosas, glotonas. ¿Y cómo se mata el gusano? No sé. ¿Cómo se mata el gusano? No sé. ¿Y cómo se mata el gusano? No sé. ¿Cómo se mata el gusano? Así se mata el gusano. Así se mata el gusano. Así se mata el gusano. Así se mata el gusano.